Hi everybody, this is Sherry, and I just wanted to show you something that I made. It's one of my cards, and to deliver my cards, this is a bigger one, and I found that I'm really enjoying, like I said, making special boxes for them. And the family that this is going to, their last name starts with an M. So I used a Stampin' Up! Set called Lovely Letters Alphabet, and I used that to stamp their last initial on the top of the box. And then I used my Wink of Stella pen. As you can see, all the M's are glittered and shiny. I just wanted it to look a little more professional and not so plain. I actually am thinking about possibly embossing some of them the next time I make them, because I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun, and I'm really loving making the boxes. So I'm going to take the lid off here, and there's my card. I'll get it out of the box. With the border here, the card ended up being 7.5 inches by 7.5 inches square. I used a paper pad called Fresh Prints by Stampin' Up! Now, this was one of their specialty pads when they put out their, their specialty catalogs. I absolutely love their mat stacks. I've gotten every one that they've had for the last year and have been ecstatic with every one of them. And they've got some beautiful papers in here, and they're double-sided, and they're nice and thick, and there's several sheets of each one, which is wonderful. And they also tell you which collars they go with, which is Coastal Cabana, Crumb Cake, Real Red, and Whisper White, which I like that because it makes us colorblind people, it makes the job a lot easier. And I used one of Sherry Baldy, my Bestie images, one of her digis I got while she had it on sale. This is the paper that came from the Fresh Prints stack from Stampin' Up! This is I started out with a 5.5 by 5.5 inch square 110-pound cardstock Recollections card base. Then I colored my image here with my Copics, and oh, she was fun to color. I could sit and color those flowers all day long. That was so much fun. And then I used some flowers that I had been given. I believe they were just the petals, and I only have 2 left. I'm going to be very sad when they're gone. But I used some of my homemade spray to spray them to get the red color that matched her dress. And I let them dry for a long time because I wanted them to stiffen back up. And as soon as they were completely dry, they were nice and stiff and firm again. I used the Stampin' Up! Large pearls in the center. I don't know that they carry the large pearls anymore, but they do carry the packs that are, multi-packs. Now for this here on the edge, it's the Spellbinders Moroccan Accents die. And I cut out the edges, and then if I flip it over, you can see here on the back where I've hooked them on. And so that went around the edge. And then I also used the Spellbinders foliage die here. I inked this one here up with tea dye, and this here up with mowed lawn, just to give it a little bit more and make it stand out a little bit. I used my Wink of Stella on the inside of the flowers on the hat. And then I used my gold gel pen to do her jewelry, her mirror, the ruffle on her dress. And then for the the box, I told you I used the Lovely Letters alphabet, and I used the Memento rhubarb stock for the collar for that. And I haven't done the inside yet. I've left it, it opens up like this, and I left it plain. I do want to put a sentiment in, and it's going to be this one right here that says thanks, and which is the vintage verses that they had from Celebration through Stampin' Up, and that's what's going to go on the inside. And then a message. My husband works with a very nice man, and his wife made us the most delicious homemade bread, and it was so good. And so this is my way of saying thank you, that I appreciated it. And oh my golly, my husband's like raving over the bread, and he comes home, and you know, I had fixed him all this stuff, and he walks over and he cuts off a piece of the bread and slathers it in butter and walks off, and I'm thinking, yeah, I cooked, that's okay, eat the bread. I didn't make the bread, it's okay, you know, I just slaved over this stove for nothing. But I was so thankful. I mean, that was the best bread, and I haven't had homemade bread in a long time, and it meant a lot to me, because you know, I've made homemade bread in the past, and I know how long it takes. So I really wanted her to know how much I appreciated, you know, what she did for us. And then just on the back, I stamped it with my Made Especially For You by Me stamp, and signed my name and put the month and the year there. And I really wish I knew who. I've had these flowers for forever, and this is what they look like. They came, whoever sent them to me sent them in a little baggie, and they look like this. I don't know if anybody else, I believe they're mulberry paper. So if anybody knows where these petals came from, or what their name is or anything, if you could let me know in the comment box below, because I definitely would like to order some more. And I love that I was able to, you know, use my spray, but I also could have used, and I have in the past used my markers, my Copics, to color the flowers as well. So if anybody knows where they came from or what they're called, if you could let me know, I would appreciate it. And I really hope they like this, because I get very nervous when I give things to people, and just want it to be the best that I can possibly do. And this was fun to do. I'd never done this before, and I don't know if you'll be able to see once I set it up, but it sets up perfect. And I put this part on the front, and then the rest of it's on the back, so it just makes it level enough that it just sets up like it was, you know, like it's on a stand of sorts. But I really like it, and it was fun to do. If you like this video and you like this card, give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below letting me know what you think. Thanks for visiting me today, guys, and happy crafting. Bye.